Hey everyone, welcome to the channel ServiceNow Service. As part of this series, we are saying how can we create portal pages, how can we add widget into pages, and all those, right? Uh, in previous videos, what we have seen is how can we customize the branding, how we can create the pages. However, the you can say the backbone of portal will be the widget, right? So we have to understand that how widget works. Of course, there are different component of widget. Some places we have to code to make our customized requirement. However, there are a way where we can, if our requirement is very simple, let us suppose I have one menu where I want to show all the incident logged by me, where the caller is myself. I want to see all the incident like my incident and want to populate in a tabular view. Very simple requirement. Do we have to code for course, it's your choice. If you want to create very uh, custom view and all, we have to create the widget where we have to write the server side code, the client controller, HTML, CSS, and all those. However, ServiceNow comes with very, I think, useful widgets. All those that published as part of the out of the box instance itself. Let us try to see how can we use that itself to fulfill our requirement. Where I want to see when a user click on my incident, you want to see all the incident where that's our requirement. Uh, so for that, let us. So this what is this my incident? It's a page, right? It's a page in a portal. So let us see how can we uh, design our page by adding a tabular data from the incident table, right? So let's go to main navigator. It's very useful and just want to add one more statement here. Like if you use the out of the box widget that is provided by ServiceNow itself, you will have always the benefit. Like if any issue comes, they will be fixing as part of their uh, patches or the upgrade, right? If you use any custom widget, like suppose for any customer, you try to create portals and use the custom widget. When I say custom means you write your own code for that, and there you face any problem, ServiceNow will not be able to help over there because simply they will close the ticket with a message that you are using the custom widget. So try to use the out of the box widget wherever it's possible. So let's go to Service Portal. Under that we have a pages. If I go to Service Portal, we have pages. I want to just change, customize the page that you are seeing. That's my incident. So let's go to my incidents page that we did create. Under this page, if you go and see the UI part of it, you'll literally see nothing. How can I leverage that? I can go to open in designer. I want to see how my page will look like. It's an edit where I can uh, add the drag and drop the widget or the layout and all those. And preview will be reflecting whatever you have updated in edit section. If you see, it's completely blank. We do not have anything here. And I just want to make it very simple. I want to simply add one widget where I can show the data from incident table where the caller ID, caller is myself. Simple requirement. So, as I told you, Service Portal works in this way, right? Portal will have the multiple pages and each page can have multiple widgets. So I want to add a widgets under this page. So for that, we have to click on this first and just choose the first one. This is all about layout, containerization and all. We'll discuss it maybe in detail. Let's click on the first option where I want to add the widget. So this is like a section where widget will be added. You can have a like definitely the look and feel we'll discuss maybe in later stage. Let us see how can we add the widget to this particular layout, simple layout, right? So for that, we have a widget called data table from instance definition. What this widget is very simple. And if I drag, you'll observe how this widget will look like, right? So this widget, if you see, it is showing data table from instance definition. Means it will fetch the data and will render in the front end based on the table that we provide. So if I click on the pencil symbol, uh, here that's editing. I just try to edit this here. It is coming from instance with table. So this widget is very powerful widget where the table itself is the unique, right? I want to fetch data from certain table. That table I have to mention here. Whichever table I will mention, it will fetch from that table only. So my requirement is I want to fetch from incident. I will just put incident over there. It is very highly recommended widget and fulfilling your requirement if you want to fetch data from a certain table and put in a popular in a tabular way in your portal pages. Right? Filter will do it next. Field. What all field you want to show? Like you have multiple columns that you want to populate, right? So it is showing all the column that is available in this particular table. Let us see a number. The first one will be the number that we want to populate. Second will be the short description of the incident. Third one we want to see also is the priority, right? If what is the priority of the incident? You can choose as many as you want, but let's make it three only, right? So number, short description, priority. Maximum entry you can make it like as many incident you want to populate, right? In tabular view, always recommended to put some entry like a 5 or 10 or something so that it will be showing. And if it is five, on what basis, order by what, and also ascending or descending, right? Title you can put it like a incident, uh, log, my incident uh, log by me. Just all yours, how you want, right? Uh, all these is very self-explanatory. Filter is that you want to populate only your incident, right? It's not that you want to populate incident all incident from a table. So you have to add certain filter. For that, you have to write some code. Very simple code. I think if you follow the service now, they just use simple JavaScript to filter the record. If you use the ref qualifier or something. But yeah, even if you don't know, let us remember this. You have to first put the field name on what you want to filter. So there's a field called caller ID in the incident table. You can go to table and see that caller ID is nothing but who is logging the incident, right? So if anything you want to write, you should first put JavaScript and colon. Means you are telling the ServiceNow instance that I'm writing a JavaScript code. Very simple. There is an object available to you called GS. So GS dot get user ID. This will be giving you current. I'm just putting that get user ID means whoever is logged in, right? Uh, caller ID is the logged in user. That is what I want to filter. GS means caller ID equal to GS dot get user ID. And like that. That's all is my uh, uh, filter is. So if I simply save it, right, my widget is ready now. You will be observing that your widget will able to fetch the data. This is a edit section. If you see the preview, it will reflect, right? And then if I simply go to my page and I refresh, you get the data from incident table. How easy it is, right? See, it's very simple. Whatever title you have given, by title it came, right? It also, since it is having six record with the caller system administrator, because that is the logged in user, it is showing in page generation view and five record per page. If you want to change, like I want to show 10 record, right? All thing you can mention here itself. Very easy way to even if you can customize this. Let's suppose instance option. Here you go in this widget. You have all the things populated and see we have given instance option there, right? Now from the code page itself, I log into here and I can change like no, I don't want five. I want to make it 10, and I want to save it. You see that all the record came into same table. So you have a widget in such a way that in runtime you can change the data. Right? So I don't want to uh, do from the incident table. Suppose I want to see uh, all the user record table, something like that, right? You want to see the user records. So how easy it is for you, where I can simply uh, sorry, it's a control and right click if you're using the Windows. To get the instance option, you have to control right click on this widget to get the instance option. And if you see the instance option, I want to just for seeing the thing, you can just make it like I want to see from the user table, right? Sys user table. Okay. I can just choose the instance of, in case of incident, I want to choose the sys user. So, and then if you choose sys user, you have to make sure that you add the column also from user table. It's very simple. Okay. So how easy it is for you to create the incident fetch. Let's suppose we want to add the all user uh, in the instance in the same page, right? So let's just try that. So we will be understanding how easy it is. Let's go to page designer, come to edit view. Let's add one more. Uh, I can say the container where I can. So if I show row, column, widget, so we have a multiple container that I can add. Let's add one more here down, and here I want to show. Let's suppose the same thing. I want to show 12. We'll discuss about all this. Let us. You want to get from user table, right? How simple it is. Just want to explain. So if I click on this, I have to tell the user table name in all the field from the user, right? So I'll tell that okay, I want to get all the users. So I will mention sys user here. Let me choose this user. Yes, it came. And what I'll fill? Let's suppose I don't want to filter anything, right? I want to filter first name, last name, right? And anything else? No, that's all. Let's suppose I want to filter all the user with showing as a first name, last name. I save it. My widget is ready. So this widget is so powerful that without changing anything in code, you able to get data from the any table that you want. So if I refresh the page, I get one table data for incident, and below is the user. How easy it is to show a tabular data with out of the box widget without even changing any uh, part of code. Right? Very easy. Definitely, this widget that we are using also will have some code into that. And if you go and see the widget under Service Portal, the one that we are using, it will have the four part HTML, the CSS. So the one that we're using is data from instance definition. If you go inside that, you observe that it is having a server script, it is having a CSS, right? Which is having the, so these are the four components that I was talking about. Every widget will have a HTML template, server script, right? And the client controller, and even the CSS that it is having will be showing here. So all these things are there. However, it is giving us the option to configure the table, the field, and the filter by ourselves to show the data, right? So we have seen that by doing that, it is very easy for us to, let's remove this now. Just for demo purpose, I've shown that we can add the multiple uh, uh, tables. We can also remove the container below, and let us delete that. We have only incident to make our portal clean. If I simply go and show only the data from incident table there. So highly recommended to use this widget if your requirement is very simple to show the data from certain table. You can customize the columns, you can customize the title, you can customize the filter, you can customize the number of record. Very useful uh, widget to write in the portal and to get your solution without even changing the code of widget, right? Uh, all right, so that's what the session for. If you are liking it, you're getting some knowledge from this, please like and subscribe this channel. I will definitely cover the more complex part of the portal development. We will try to clone the widget, we'll try to customize the widget. But yeah, very highly recommended to use as much as possible the out of the box widget. All right. Thank you. That's all for today.